Well, hi there, warm welcome. You're watching Times Now and I'm Meghna Dekha. Our focus continues to be Sambal today. This after the violence that we saw in Uttar Pradesh's Sambal. Remember, the situation still remains tense after the clashes that we saw on Sunday. Now, the violence has broken out during, remember, a court-ordered survey of the Mughal era Jama Masjid. Well, the investigation into the violence now reveals that most of the mass stone pelters were mostly youth who were throwing stones as well as bricks. As you can see, many of them had covered their face, leading to the police to allege that this was part of a pre-planned conspiracy. They were seen throwing bricks as well as stones at the police. The angry mob had also torched down vehicles. You can see shots of arson also on your screens while the cops were trying to calm them down. Well, the crowd also fired at the policemen. Several cops have sustained serious injuries and gunshot wounds as well in these classes. So let's quickly get you what really are the top developments so far in this. Well, the schools have reopened in Sambal. Internet has been snapped. Also, Samajwadi Party delegation is going to be visiting Sambal today. The DM has ordered a magisterial probe, as I was telling you earlier. The DM has said that the report of this probe must be submitted within a week. Rahul Gandhi also is going to be visiting Sambal. We are waiting for more details on that. Sambal FIR has been accessed by Times Now, and we've been telling you how it says how 700 to 800 protesters were there. Around 50 people had tried to attack the police. The police also has named SP MLA's son as one of the main accused. Also, the mob had snatched guns and they had targeted the police specifically. Schools have been reopened. That is one of the big takeaways that we are getting for you. Meanwhile, we are getting you several ground reports coming in from Sambal. But before that, let's tell you what exactly it is that the district authorities are saying.
Throughout the day, we saw that politicians had been trying to blame police. How bad you feel when they were speaking for those stone pelters, but nobody was speaking for the cops?
मैं तो एक ही बात कहूँगा कि पुलिस और प्रशासन तटस्थता के साथ काम करता है और दूसरी जो सबसे बड़ी चीज़ है, हम हमेशा लॉ एंड ऑर्डर कैसे मेंटेन रहे इसलिए काम करते हैं। तो जो स्टोन पेल्टर्स हैं वो किसी भी रूप में निर्दोष नहीं है, उनको किसी भी रूप में बख्शा भी नहीं जाएगा और जीरो टॉलरेंस के साथ उनके साथ ट्रीटमेंट किया जाएगा।
सिचुएशन नाउ हियर इन संभल एरिया
अब पूर्ण शांति है। कल 2 बजे के बाद एक भी घटना नहीं हुई और मैं हमारी पूरी फोर्स को और पूरे एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को थैंक यू कहना चाहूँगा।
हमने सारा दिन देखा हर कोई शख्स स्टोन पेल्टर के लिए बात कर रहा था, पत्थरबाज के लिए बात कर रहा था, लेकिन पुलिसकर्मी के लिए नहीं कर रहा था।
Well, I would say it's very unfortunate, not only unfortunate, it's highly unfortunate that we don uniform for the public, the same public which pelts stones at you, but still you have to request them, don't throw stones at us. They come to us every day for the justice, they come to us, and that time we have to remain impartial to them. So it is very difficult for us in everyday life to not remain prejudiced, yet deliver justice. Well, these same people who politicize these issues, they also come to police for the relief as well whenever they are also in trouble. तो ये तो लोगों का पॉलिटिकल माइलेज लेने का तरीका है, अपना जीवन जीने का तरीका है, जिसमें आज पुलिस को विलन बनाते हैं, कल उन्हीं के पास ही जाते हैं। लेकिन हमारा काम जो है एकदम, चाहे कोई गाली निकाले चाहे प्यार से बोले, हमारा काम जो संविधान के हिसाब से, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के हिसाब से जो चीज़ है वो सही करना है।
Meanwhile, Samajwadi Party MP Ziaur Rahman Barq as well as local MLA Iqbal Mahmood's son Sohail Iqbal have been named as accused in the case. In fact, the police, who are facing flak from the opposition over the law and order situation, have now confirmed that prima facie death of 4 people in the Sambal violence was through gunshots from country-made weapons and not service revolvers. In fact, the administration has also asserted that the MP Ziaur Rahman's previous statements are what really mobilized the mob. In fact, Samajwadi Party delegation will be visiting Sambal as well to collect the report, and they are going to be submitting it later today to the party chief Akhilesh Yadav. This delegation is going to consist of UP Assembly LOP, Mr. Mata Prasad Pandey. Also, we have UP Legislative Council LOP Lal Bihari Yadav, 5 MPs including Ziaur Rahman Barq as well as 3 others are part of this delegation. So that's an interesting choice by Akhilesh Yadav. Meanwhile, opposition leaders have also questioned the timing of the survey. Akhilesh Yadav has time and again claimed that there was no need or requirement or any intimidation of a second survey. Even Asaduddin Owaisi has claimed that provocative slogans were raised by people who came for the survey and not by the locals. Meanwhile, BJP has said that the attack on police and the survey team was premeditated, just like Gothra. Listen in.
पूरा का पूरा कराया गया ये दंगा है और किसने कराया? सरकार ने कराया। संभल का माहौल बिगाड़ने में याचिका दायर करने वाले लोगों के साथ पुलिस और प्रशासन के लोग जिम्मेदार हैं। इनको निलंबित किया जाना चाहिए और हत्या का मुकदमा चलाया जाना चाहिए।
जो सर्वे करने लोग आ रहे हैं वो प्रोवोकेटिव स्लोगन्स लगा कर आ रहे हैं, वो वीडियो उसका है, पब्लिक डोमेन में है। और उसके बाद जो वहां पर वायलेंस हुआ जिसमें 3 मुसलमानों को गोली लगी, उनकी मौत हुई, हम इसका कंडेम करते हैं। ये फायरिंग नहीं बल्कि मर्डर है।
भारत के लोकतंत्र पे हमला है, भारत के संविधान पर हमला है। जिस ढंग से इन्होंने कभी गोधरा में किया था प्री प्लान्ड, उसी तरह से प्री प्लान्ड करके।
Well, with that, more breaking news which is coming in. Ram Gopal Yadav, who is, of course, a Samajwadi Party leader, also the Chacha of Akhilesh Yadav. He's, of course, known for his provocative statements. He sparked off another controversy. In the recent comments, remember, he had justified the violence with a shocking remark. He had claimed that if a person is denied justice, they are bound to retaliate. Well, Yadav's statement comes after his earlier controversial remark, which was "Aag to lagegi hi." There will, of course, be fire, he had said. In fact, he has further accused the administration of spreading unrest in a fresh political storm. His comments, which seem to justify violence, have been perceived as injustice, have now drawn severe criticism from opponents who have raised concern over his rhetoric.
कोई न्याय नहीं कहीं से मिलेगा तो निराश होकर आदमी क्या करता है? निराश होकर न्याय मिलेगा तो कभी कुछ नहीं अशांति होती। हमेशा शांति न्याय के रास्ते से ही निकलती है और न्याय जब नहीं मिलता है, निराश हो जाता है आदमी, कहीं से न्याय नहीं मिलता है तो कुछ न कुछ तो लोग करते ही है। संभल में जो कुछ प्रशासन कर रहा है 100% गलत कर रहा है जी सर। प्रशासन की लापरवाही से, बल्कि मैं तो ये आरोप लगा रहा हूँ, प्रशासन ने जानबूझकर वहाँ ये सब अशांति पैदा करने का काम किया है। प्रशासन चाहता कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता था।
Well, let me go across to our reporters. Joining us today on the show, we have Adib. Also joining us is Sabyasachi. Adib, I'm going to come to you first. The war of words that we have seen, unfortunately, even at a time when you have the police, the administration trying to ensure that there is peace and calm, there are those who are inciting with their words, with their actions. A lot of delegations too are going to be headed towards Sambhal today. And interestingly, one of them also is going to have the man who is booked for his provocative speeches, Samajwadi Party MP Ziaur Rahman Barq.
Well, definitely, Meghna, see, Samajwadi Party Chief Akhilesh Yadav has made these members a part of the delegation, and he has named Ziaur Rahman Barq as one of the members who will be the part of that delegation, which will be heading towards Sambhal. But as of now, the police has not given the permission to the Samajwadi Party delegation to reach to the Sambhal, as the police has said that no outsiders will be allowed inside the Sambhal, especially in that locality where the Shahi Jama Masjid is present. So the police has not given the permission. The LOP in Uttar Pradesh Assembly, Mata Prasad Pandey, has said that we will try to go towards Sambhal and see what will the police be doing. But we will definitely be heading towards Sambhal. We will collect our data of what the police is saying. We don't believe on the reports of the police. The administration is wrong. It was all the blame has been given upon the administration by the Samajwadi Party, and the Samajwadi Party believes that they will go by themselves. Their delegation will go. They will collect the report and submit it to Akhilesh Yadav. Now, Ziaur Rahman Barq, who is also the member of parliament from Sambhal itself, he has been booked by Sambhal police for inciting violence. In fact, Sohail Iqbal, who is the son of the MLA, he was saying in the FIR, as per the FIR, he was saying on the day of when the violence broke out, he was saying to the people that we are with you, Ziaur Rahman Bark is with you, and we need to come.
In fact, do stay on with us. Do stay on with us. We'll just come back to you and get more details of the FIR. That's going to be the next big breaking news that we are getting for you. But before that, let's also quickly tell you about the ongoing political tension, as we were discussing, which is continuing today. Now you have another, what BJP is calling provocation. Well, leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, is expected to visit the region in the next day or two. Rahul Gandhi has condemned the violence, of course. He's held the state government responsible for escalating law and order situation. Listen in.
राहुल जी ने कहा कि मैं संभल जाऊंगा। कब का कार्यक्रम बन रहा है? अभी का तुरंत का कार्यक्रम बनेगा, कल या परसों में कभी भी जल्द कार्यक्रम बनेगा, राहुल जी जाएंगे। राहुल जी ने कहा कि मैं संभल जाऊंगा। कब का कार्यक्रम बन रहा है? अभी का तुरंत का कार्यक्रम बनेगा, कल या परसों में कभी भी जल्द कार्यक्रम बनेगा, राहुल जी जाएंगे।
Well, let me go across to Sabyasachi. Sabyasachi, of course, yesterday the issue of the Sambal violence was also raked up in the parliament. Today, Rahul Gandhi, as per his party leaders, he is going to be headed to Sambal. Any details that you've picked up, when and why?
Well, that's right. See, as per the sources, Mr. Rahul Gandhi would be heading towards Sambal in a day or two. His program will be finalized soon. Now, in recent view of the development of the violence that took place in Sambal, which resulted in the loss of 4 people in Sambal, and now Mr. Rahul Gandhi has condemned the violence and have held the state government, the BJP government over there responsible for the deteriorating law and order situation on ground. And Mr. Rahul Gandhi have also asked the Supreme Court to intervene in this matter and have asked that a probe should need to be carried out and it should be monitored by the Supreme Court. Now, be it Mr. Rahul Gandhi as well as several leaders from the Congress party have held responsible to the UP police as well as the UP administration for the deteriorating law and order situation in Sambal, stating that it is very much clear in the videos that they're in social media platform that who exactly is firing the bullet. And Mr. Rahul Gandhi has also appealed for peace and harmony in the area, stating that the people of Sambal should follow the path of unity and constitution and not follow the path of hatred and communalism.
Absolutely. Who really is fanning the flames in Sambal is the question. Do stay on with us, Sabyasachi, as well as Adib Volta. In fact, the next big breaking news which is coming in from the Sambal violence probe is that a well-coordinated conspiracy may just be coming to light. In fact, in an exclusive copy of the FIR has revealed some shocking details. A crowd of 700 to 800 armed people with deadly weapons allegedly charged at police officers attempting to disperse the crowd and the protests. You can see those visuals on your screens. That's the exclusive copy of the FIR. The crowd has incited, as per the FIR, by key figures such as Ziaur Rahman Bark as well as Sohail Iqbal, both of them of the Samajwadi Party, and they clearly tried and were determined to cause harm, it says. In fact, in a violent term, 40 to 50 individuals tried to disarm the police as well. So let me go across to Adib. Adib, the larger conspiracy, something which was hinted at by the Sambal police yesterday as well in the press conference yesterday, now coming to light in this FIR. But before I come to you, let me go across to a former Deputy Chief Minister Dinesh Sharma, also Rajya Sabha MP, who's joining us on the show. दिनेश जी, now we are looking at the FIR. FIR में तो ये काफी clearly बोला है कि जो level of crowds जमा हुए थे वहां पे, जो fact है कि they were allegedly carrying weapons as well. Many of them were country-made weapons, which has led to the death of unfortunately 4 young men as well. But it seems to be now कि ये थोड़ा सा pre-planned conspiracy के towards point करता है. दिनेश शर्मा जी,
देखिए, आप सबके जो टेलीविजन चैनल्स हैं उन लोगों ने पूरा स्पष्ट रूप में दिखाया है कि सैकड़ों ऐसे तत्व दिखाई पड़े हैं जो मुंह पे कपड़ा बांधे हुए थे, हाथों में उनके हथियार हैं, कुछ के हाथ पे पत्थर हैं। जैसे लगता है कि पहले से एक पूर्व नियोजित तरीके से किसी भी विषय पे एक हुड़दंग मचाना, दंगा करना, क्षति पहुंचाना, इस नियत से कुछ लोग आए जरूर थे। ये आपके टेलीविजन चैनल ने पूरी तरीके से दिखाया है।
जी,
मेरा ये नहीं कहना है कि विपक्ष को ऐसे शरारती तत्वों के बारे में जरूर बोलना चाहिए।
मगर दिनेश शर्मा जी, सरकार तो आपकी है, कहीं ना कहीं ये स्टेट लेवल पे इंटेलिजेंस फेलियर नहीं है क्या? अगर 500 लोग, आम लोग पुलिस पे को अटैक कर सकते हैं।
आप बोलने देंगे तो जरूर बताऊंगा कि सरकार ने जब एक्शन लिया है ना, उसी के बाद सरकार ने ये कार्रवाई करी है। अब कार्रवाई करने के बाद तमाम लोग अरेस्ट भी हुए हैं, तमाम लोगों को चिन्हीकरण भी चल रहा है कि कौन से ऐसे तत्व थे जो बीच में आ गए। मेरा केवल इतना ही अनुरोध है कि विपक्ष को जब कहीं भी अशांति फैलती है तो उसको विपक्ष न रह के सरकार के साथ में सहयोग की भूमिका में होना चाहिए
जी।
इसके बजाय विपक्ष के और तमाम जनप्रतिनिधि उनका पक्ष अगर लेंगे, जो लोग मैं सबको नहीं कह रहा हूं, लेकिन जो लोग हिंसा फैलाने का मंतव्य रख रहे थे और साफ साफ दिखाई पड़ रहे हैं, विपक्ष को उनके बारे में भी बोलना चाहिए कि आप ऐसे कृत्य जो करने वाले लोग हैं वो क्षम्य नहीं है। कानून के खिलाफ कानून के आधार पर कार्रवाई करेगा। सरकार निष्पक्ष है, किसी निर्दोष के साथ कार्रवाई ना हो, इसके लिए सरकार दृढ़ प्रतिज्ञ हमेशा रही है। और मैं समझता हूं कि उत्तर प्रदेश इसीलिए दंगा विहीन रहा है। और इस मौके पर आप देखें कि चुनाव के तत्काल बाद ये क्रियाएं क्यों हो रही हैं।
मगर दिनेश शर्मा जी, समाजवादी पार्टी के रामगोपाल यादव ने अभी अभी एक बयान दिया है, बोल रहे हैं कि ये जो दंगा हुआ है, और ये ऐसा अखिलेश ने भी कल बोला है, जो दंगे हुए वो सरकार ही करा रही है। अब एफआईआर में आ रहा है कि 700 से 800 लोग वहां पर देसी वेपन्स लेके पहुंच भी चुके थे। कहीं ना कहीं यहाँ पर लैप्स नहीं है क्या एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन की?
तमाम बड़े नेताओं के बयानों पर संदेह इसलिए प्रकट करती हैं कि भाजपा चुनाव जीती है, उसे दंगा कराने की जरूरत नहीं है। जाहिर सी बात है, दंगा कौन कराता है जिसको सफलता ना मिली हो। मैं किसी विपक्ष पे आरोप तो नहीं लगा रहा हूं, लेकिन कुंदरकी का कोप जो है वो कहीं ना कहीं आपको संभल में, यानी मुरादाबाद में ही कुंदरकी है और उसे लगा हुआ संभल का एरिया है। कुंदरकी पे खुलेआम अल्पसंख्यक वर्ग के लोगों ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पक्ष में भारी मतदान किया है जी। 1,44,000 के आसपास से बीजेपी का प्रत्याशी वहां पर जीता है। बीजेपी दंगा क्यों भड़काएगी? ऐसा हास्यास्पद कोई आरोप अगर लगाता है तो मैं समझता हूं उसको इस बिंदु को पर भी सोचना चाहिए कि
मतलब हो सकता है ये अखिलेश यादव की हार के बाद कोई एक लार्जर कॉन्स्पिरेसी है। आपका इंडिकेशन तो वैसा ही लग रहा है। बट थैंक यू सो मच दिनेश शर्मा जी हमारे साथ बनने के लिए। यू हैव द बीजेपी लीडर हु इज सेइंग, द बीजेपी एमपी हु इज सेइंग दैट बीजेपी हैज वन in the by-polls of Uttar Pradesh. We have no reason to create danga in our own state. Meanwhile, let's tell you about the